Willkommen zurück bei Zurück in die Zukunft. So, wir sind in Emmets Geheimlabor und gucken mal, was hier so rumfliegt.
That's a can of used motor oil, rocket fuel waste, and assorted chemical sludge left over from my abandoned rocket car.
Gross.
Accounting doesn't enter into it, but it is disgusting. Would you mind disposing of it on your way out?
Sure.
Ja, damit. Schön in die Jacke, das Fettzeug.
How goes the bacteria farm?
Not so hot. The bacteria have kind of gotten out of control. I had to put a clamp on the nitrogen tube to keep the stench from flooding the lab.
Mhm. Vielleicht. Na, warte mal, das machen wir dann gleich.
Nothing happened.
Well, that button advances the slides during the mind mapping test. It only works while the test is running.
Ich habe böse Vermutungen. Was haben wir denn da?
Hey, could we watch Frankenstein on this?
Sorry, Harry, but I need this projector to trigger positive and negative visual stimuli for my mental alignment tests. Besides, a movie like Frankenstein should really be watched on a big screen, don't you think?
Na klar. Ich sag ja die Kamera wieder hier. Was ist das denn wieder? Oh nee, sag bloß, ich muss... Ach nee,
Emmett
scheiße,
uses that projector to trigger positive and negative reactions to visual stimulations. I wonder if non-visual stimulations will work too.
Alter, diese Kamera, ne?
I'd be careful of that if I were you.
Why?
The rocket fuel experiment must have stripped one of the teeth in the hand crank. As a consequence, if you turn it for more than 10 seconds, it... Whoa!
Ow!
Sends out an electric shock.
Ups. Nicht wieder drehen. Upsala. Aha.
What's this?
It's the placard we'll be putting in front of our booth at the expo.
The scientist that caught Kid Tannen?
A small exaggeration, but Edna says it'll attract investors. What do you think of the picture?
You look a little... constipated.
What? Edna said I looked intense.
Yeah, intensely focused on taking it.
I get the picture. I'll have to find a better one. Unfortunately, there's a lot to choose from.
Heavy.
Extremely. Mother has been rather obsessive about photographically cataloging my life.
Gut, ich brauche nämlich noch ein Bild. Hallo, Bild?
Hey, Emmett, I've got an idea.
What?
Why don't I take your photo album over to Edna so she can pick out your new picture?
That's a great idea. She's got a better eye for these things than I do anyway. Thanks, pal.
Don't mention it.
Danke, das hätten wir dann schon mal. Was ist denn da hinten eigentlich? Hallo, ich will da... Nee, Ausgang wollen wir noch nicht. Plattenspieler?
I Don't Care by Trixie Trotter?
Edna doesn't approve of that sort of music, but I find it very soothing. Oh.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care.
Okay, also habe ich jetzt das.
Ow!
Dann geht die zweite Lampe an. Okay, das ist rot. Ein Topf.
Hey, Emmett, what's cooking?
That's an old Brown family recipe for Hassenpfeffer.
Hassenpfeffer.
Rabbit stew. The trick is to add the cumin an hour after the carrots. Take a whiff. Isn't that just about the best thing you've ever smelled in your life?
It's, powerful, yeah.
I've got it on a slow boil for later.
Okay, das ist auch grün. Doppelgedankenkarten. Ventil, warte mal. Dann gehe ich mal ins Ventil.
Phew.
Ugh, did the clamp fall off again?
Yeah.
Put it back on. Oh, I don't even know why I keep that bacteria tank around. Every time the clamp falls off the nitrogen tube, it takes a couple of minutes before I can get the stench out of the air. Whew.
Ich weiß jetzt nicht genau, warum der Helm als blinkt. Ich muss dem wohl erscheint von Emmets neuem sauberen Aussehen beeindruckt zu sein. Vielleicht solltest du seinen Anzug irgendwie beschmutzen. Irgendwas in Emmets Labor muss dazu geeignet sein, seinen Anzug zu beschmutzen. Ah. Schnapp die Kanne Motoröl und schütte es auf Emmets Anzug. Ja, das hätte ich jetzt gemacht. Nach dem zweiten Tipp schon. Motoröl. Emmy. Ich beklecker dich.
Hey, Emmett, I've got a... Whoa! Whoops.
What the heck?
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. Your suit's ruined. Edna's gonna be royally PO'd.
Wrong.
What?
When Edna gave me this suit, I realized that the probability of me keeping it clean was infinitesimally remote, so I spent a few hours whipping up this.
Whoa! What was that?
A chemical compound capable of wiping the grime off any surface.
Emmett, you'll make a fortune.
Not anytime soon, I'm afraid. Due to an inherent instability in its molecular makeup, after 12 hours, the cleanser's component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-shredding enzymes, rendering it unsuitable for commercial use.
Wait a minute. Does that mean your suit's gonna dissolve in 12 hours?
Hey, gods, no. The solution dissipates into the air after it's applied. But it does mean that after this batch of cleanser ages another 11 hours and 53 minutes, it would eat away this suit faster than 1,000 starving moths. And that would be a crisis of unimaginable proportions.
Why?
Because this suit belongs to Edna's grandfather, who wore it on his wedding day. Poor guy was gunned down just a few years later.
Emmett?
Well, enough wool gathering. Back to work.
Mann! Scheiße. Der Knopf ist es. So. Reinigungsdusche.
That cleanser doesn't seem very portable.
It isn't, but this is.
A perfume bottle?
Yes. No. I mean, yes, it's a perfume bottle, but inside is a concentrated dose of my all-purpose cleanser. With a little luck, this should last me through the next 12 hours before its component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-destroying enzymes.
Clever.
Ja, gib mal her das Ding.
What the hell is that?
What?
Sorry, I thought I saw a tarantula.
Ich hole mir noch mal einen Tipp. Ich weiß nicht, ob ich... Emmets Reiniger ist effektiv bei der Entfernung klebriger Substanzen. Warum probierst du ihn nicht an irgendetwas aus? Du hast deine Wirkung auf Motoröl schon beobachtet, wie er wohl auf Protomotorenöl will. Bloß den Reiniger mit den Pelzen in der Hill Valley Vergangenheit Ausstellung. Ah, da waren Pelze? Pelze? Habe ich die irgendwie übersehen?
Tannen's mind map. If Emmett's map looked like this, I bet Edna wouldn't think he's such a model citizen.
Ja, dann tauscht die doch mal aus.
If I'm gonna take Emmett's mind map, I better replace it with another one.
Ja, warte mal. Der hat doch von mir auch eine Karte gemacht, oder? Wo ist denn die hin? Dann Kartendrucker. Ah, hier. Zeig mal her.
What's this?
The mind map cards from the dozens of subjects I've tested during the last few weeks. I've got to get them sorted before the expo begins.
Why?
Edna's got this grand scheme to catalog all of Hill Valley citizens by their mental alignment. Isn't that cute?
Not really.
Ja, bisschen creepy.
So this machine takes those little cards and tells you whether or not someone's a good guy or bad guy?
Kind of. Actually, the helmet does all the work. The mental alignment meter is just a glorified arcade machine.
So why not just go with the cards?
Edna says that people respond well to flashing lights and snap judgments. I can't argue with that. Every time I kiss her, I see flashing lights and lose all sense of judgment.
No kidding.
Also ich soll jetzt erstmal dieses chemische Duschzeug da bei irgendwelchen Pelzen benutzen. Hab ich eigentlich so eine Gedankenkarte hier bei mir? Nee. Nee, hab ich nicht. Was mit einem jetzt stärken? Ich gehe erstmal. Nein.
Got a sec?
Why, yes. In fact, I've got several.
Jetzt habe ich ihn aus Versehen angelabert. Warte mal.
What do you say we take a break for a couple of hours and go see a movie?
A couple of hours?
Actually, it may be more like 70 minutes.
I haven't got a couple of hours. I still got all these mind maps to sort, and the MAM's wiring is still giving me fits, and...
I get it, you're busy. So, you and Edna, how serious are you guys?
Well, we both enjoy a good joke every now and then, but I'd say on the whole we're fairly serious people. Why do you ask?
No. What I mean is, how serious is your relationship?
Oh, well, as a scientist, I can't state this with 100% confidence, but I'm provisionally certain that I'm head over heels in love.
Really? With Edna?
What can I say? She's my muse. In the week since we've been courting, she's given me so many wonderful ideas.
Das ist nicht gut.
Are you sure Edna's the right woman for you?
What do you mean?
Don't you think she's a little controlling?
Controlling? Edna? No. She's just giving me a little much-needed guidance. Before I met her, I was such a flibberty-gibbet, always getting distracted by the slightest stray idea. But now, thanks to Edna, I stay focused on the task in front of me, like a narrow-band stream of stimulated photon emissions. Focused!
Alles klar.
Isn't she a little cold?
Don't let the schoolmarm exterior fool you, buddy. Edna's got enough warmth to raise a liter of water from 0 to 100 degrees centigrade. Know what I mean?
I kinda wish I didn't. I don't know. I just think Edna might be a little dangerous.
Oh, I agree.
You do?
Like all independent women, she's a danger to the patriarchal status quo. That's one of the things I love about her. She shakes things up.
You have no idea.
Alles klar.
I just think you should be careful, that's all.
Thanks for the concern, but I'll be fine.
Was gibt's denn hier noch Schönes? Frankenstein will er nicht sehen.
Is all this new stuff what you're showing off at the expo?
Yes, it's our mental alignment meter.
Mental alignment meter?
Ach nee, das habe ich... Ah.
I thought you were working on some sort of rocket car.
Oh, the rocket propulsion system was far too unreliable, as that incident with Einstein proved. By the way, whatever happened to Einstein?
I wish I knew.
Anyway, I started tinkering with an alternate method of propulsion, but that was before things started heating up with Edna. Our conversations about the possibilities of applying technology to social ills pushed my research in a whole new direction.
Alles klar. Wie komme ich hier wieder
What's
raus?
a mental alignment meter?
It's the most revolutionary piece of technology since the cotton gin.
What does it do?
It reads and interprets the subconscious desires of the human mind.
Anyway,
Okay.
you look busy.
Das
Can
lassen
we
wir jetzt
talk
mal.
later?
Sure thing.
Ich muss die Pelze finden. Wo ist denn dieser bescheuerte Ausgang? Da.
What?
I was just thinking about the future. All that talk about Edna's grandfather made me realize something.
Please let it be something about lightning.
Life can be short, sometimes brutally so. So why not seize the day and grab your happiness while you can?
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
I was saving this for next Valentine's Day, but why should I? I know what I want.
Edna,
Uh-oh.
no.
I'm gonna ask Edna to marry me. Right now.
No!
Oh, right. I'll wait until tonight at the expo. It'll be much more romantic that way. Just think. By this time tomorrow, Edna and I will be engaged and will be the toast of the scientific community. And I owe it all to you.
You're welcome.
Kann ich jetzt endlich hier mal hier raus?
Emmett,
Yeah?
Oh nein, immer
get
labert
back
den
to
an,
work.
nicht da
We'll,
raus.
we'll catch up later.
Thanks.
Nicht Reinigungsdusche, Ausgang.
Hey, Emmett, I've got to go out for a while.
I thought Edna sent you to make sure I wasn't getting distracted.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Ich muss die Pelze finden. Und dann muss ich die einsprühen. Wo gibt's denn hier Pelze? Was ist das denn hier überhaupt? Valley of the Past. Ach ja, das ist wieder ein anderer Schaukasten. Lalala, hier war ich auch noch
Press
nicht.
button to experience Hill Valley's primeval past. Okay, if this dinosaur is called a Tanninosaurus, I'm gonna... Oh, whew.
Ha. Höhlenmensch. Vulkanknopf. Ätna. Dock. Diorama. Dinosaurier. Höhlenmensch.
Times may be hard in Hill Valley, but our present worries fade into insignificance when we ponder our Pleistocene past. Is the wolf knocking at your door? Be glad he's not a Tyrannosaurus, king of the ancient lizards. And if you find yourself drowning in debt, well, you could be drowning in something a whole lot stickier, like the Hill Valley tar pits. This peek into the distant past is brought to you by Lamont's House of Urban, reminding you fur is forever.
Was ist denn hier jetzt ein Pelz?
Press button to experience Hill Valley's primeval past.
Ja.
Furs donated by Lamont's House of Ermine. At least they're going to a good cause. They're stuck tight in this tar.
Ah, okay.
It's a good thing I did this before Emmett's 12-hour time limit, or the cleanser might have dissolved the fur.
Gut. Kann ich jetzt den Pelz nehmen?
Let's slip out of those furs, shall we?
Ah, gut. Pelzi.
That volcano looks a lot like the one I did for my 7th grade science.
Aha. 7. Klasse.
Maybe when Real Doc comes back, we'll take a trip to see a dinosaur.
Kann ich dem Doc jetzt eigentlich dieses Fläschchen geben und damit der das mitnimmt, kurz auf eine Zeitreise?
Hey, Doc. Mr. Sagan.
Excuse me a moment, Miss Strickland. I've got her neutralized for the moment. How's the plan proceeding on your end?
I swiped this from Emmett's, your lab.
My
It's
anti-stick, anti-stain formula. I remember it well. I had high hopes for that concoction. until I discovered that it decays into a cloth-shredding enzyme after 12 hours.
That's what your younger self said.
Der sollte das doch mitnehmen. Klappt nicht so, wie ich das will.
About that gizmo you've got hooked up to the DeLorean?
The chronometric analyzer?
Yeah, what am I supposed to look for again?
A signal that it's done evaluating the time circuits. The analysis can take a while. Be sure to let me know when the light turns green, and I'll take her out for another test run.
It's about Edna.
Don't worry, she's not going anywhere right now.
That's good, but... Have you found out anything that can help me?
Only that she's stubborn, argumentative, and completely convinced of her own moral superiority.
Great, thanks, Doc. That really helps. What are you two talking about anyway?
It's a private matter. I promised I'd keep it between us, for the present.
Na gut.
She isn't starting to get under your skin, is she?
Heavens no. The memory of her older self wheeling me into the reconditioning chamber is just too strong. The younger version is decidedly more attractive, though.
On another subject...
Less distasteful, I hope.
Ja, den kann man aber echt viel fragen.
Edna made a point of saying that teenage you looked great in her grandfather's suit.
I did cut a fine figure in that suit. She hated it when I got it dirty.
Maybe I could talk teenage you into losing the suit.
I doubt it. I knew how much that suit meant to Edna, and at that time my only desire was to please her.
Mist.
Was Edna right when she said you had a virtuous brain?
I do indeed. No criminal tendencies whatsoever. Solid citizen through and through. That's how I was able to go so far in politics.
Yeah, I'm starting to miss Kid Tannen. Horrible news, Doc. Emmett's gonna ask Edna to marry him tonight.
But that's not how it happened. She didn't get me to propose until much later, that night at the lake.
Something I said must have caused him to move up the timetable.
Great Scott! This time travel business is trickier than I imagined.
Ja. Nee. Okay. Also ich habe einen Pelz, ich habe ein Fotoalbum, jetzt fehlt mir noch dieser beschissene Diamant. Wie kriege ich denn den? Ja, ich weiß, wo er ist, aber ich weiß nicht, wie ich rankomme. Kann ich mir einen Tipp holen? Was hat Emmett über die Lebensdauer seines Reinigers gesagt? Nach 12 Stunden zerfällt der Reiniger und stoffzerfressene Enzyme. Leider hast du keine 12 Stunden. Oder doch? Was passiert jedes Mal, wenn Bürger Brown den DeLorean testet? Deponiere den Reiniger im DeLorean und sag Bürger Brown im Anschluss, dass dieser bereit für einen Test ist. Ah, okay. Ja, wäre ich auch nicht drauf gekommen. Mache ich. Aber leider erst in der nächsten Folge, sehe ich gerade. Bis dann.